Hey everybody, I'm Jessica, and I normally talk about solo games and all the fun with that, but recently I have been trying to tidy up my board game area. I have a dedicated solo table, luckily, and I have found that random things have accumulated. So I was like, hey, let's go through and just figure out what I found here, and let's have a few laughs about it. So let's dive in and just see what I found on or near my table that I had no idea was there. Number one, triple hex dice. You might say, what is that? This was a time when I thought I would get a bunch of these and they would replace dice for me. It's an excellent concept. I think this one is 3d6, so you basically shake it, they roll to the bottom, and then you can read what they are. So I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 4. Great. I mean, it's a cool concept, don't get me wrong. But I've determined I like my regular dice. What's that, you may ask? That is a cargo thing from Dead Reckoning, which I played months ago and which apparently escaped. So that needs to go back in the box. I do remember these things, though. I'm pretty good at that. Out of the blue, I wrote a review for Fields of Green, which is how you get the Cabbages promo. And hey, the Cabbages promo for Fields of Green has just been sitting here for, at this point, probably a year. I gotta get that in the box and actually play that game. I love that game. So I wrote a review about it. What else did I find? Normally that might be a tricky one because it is just a random token worth 1. But I know what that's from. That is from Unfair, which again I played months ago, and I think this probably fell onto the floor. I found it and then just didn't put it back in the box. That's gotta go back in the box. Sometimes I question my decisions. A lone card sleeve. Now I know what this is for. This is for Paperback Adventures, which I recently played. Didn't love it. It's fine. You need to sleeve all the cards though. And I recall at the time I said there's one extra sleeve, and I said, that's a cool sleeve. I'm going to take that out and I'm going to use that for something. Who does that? This is going back in the Paperback Adventures box so that if I need a lone sleeve, it's there. What would I do with this? What else did I find? This is cool. I mean, this I've had. This is a digital caliper, which actually can tell me the size of a token. I use this actually for work. Technically, this is a work tool, and I don't own this. But for whatever reason, it was on my game table, just kind of sitting there, and I said, what are you doing? Apparently, it needs a little calibration because that's definitely closed. Oh my, what else? This isn't that much of a surprise, but I found my, can I even show this? My handful of teeny tiny fruits and vegetables. And this was because recently was Pencil First Games Celebration Day, where I did a little play by Facebook post one, which is out there, and I took a picture of my final assortment and my garden sheet and made it look all pretty with some tiny fruits and vegetables because that was thematic. I'm going to call that a blueberry cluster. It's not grapes. And that day can go down in history as the day that I beat Ed in Delicious by 1 point. Other cool things, I found this. I can't believe this was just sitting there. I must have put something on top of that. You might recognize that logo. This is a customized dice box from Thunderworks Games that I was sent last year for the holidays. Thunderworks Games are awesome people. So that's just been sitting here. I need to put that to good use, though. I'm glad I found it. That is going to hold some dice or otherwise be used for some board gaming stuff. Other random things on my board game table. You may or may not know, in a lot of my board game photography, I hide stealthy elephants. And these are just little elephants that are just somewhat hidden. It's a long-standing thing that goes back a few years, but I will usually put elephants in every now and then, and there's just this ongoing game of trying to find them. I realized I bought a stealthy elephant and never utilized it. It's just been sitting around, possibly because it's not so stealthy. That is a very large, very nicely made. This is handmade. I picked it up at I don't even know where I was, a festival or something. And I said, I need that as my stealthy elephant. So it's stealthy. It's not, but I've been waiting to use it in some board game photography. So I guess that's a hint to look out for it. And then the one thing that I thought was like, is that part of a game or what? Was this random little thing. And I'm like, wait, wasn't that for something? Yes, it is. It's for that popcorn tricycle that you may or may not have seen me post about in a bunch of places. I love this thing. It makes my day every day. I'm going to do the popcorn turner thing. It's a little loud, so I'll pause if you need to lower your volume or anything, but popcorn tricycle. So this goes under here so that you can park it, so that when you're crazy popping the popper there, like me, you're not driving the tricycle off the table. It helps. And then probably the coolest thing that I don't know what I did here, Deadball, 2nd edition, the entire book that I purchased that somehow just ended up under a pile of stuff. You may recall that I talked about this for a while. I love Deadball. This is a baseball simulation where you can actually customize it and add all different modules to it, make up your teams or use historical ones or included ones, rolling some dice, and having a blast just enjoying baseball. I have teams that have been set up for years that I never got to. This compiles everything into the really nice 2nd edition, like I said. I have this, so clearly I need to get this actually to the table, not off to the side, and piled up under other stuff. So, do you have any random stuff on your board game table? I am willing to bet that there's something around, that there's other components, there's something that you have out there that you decided you were going to do something cool with, and you're like, wait, what? Once again, a lone card sleeve. I know what I'm doing. Anyway, hopefully your game table is a lot more organized than mine is, so that you can play some more games and enjoy them. Thanks so much for watching, and take care. Bye.